Welcome to episode 10. We going to try to build that console, assemble it this time. I want to get it done, and all right, give me a raise. It's hot out here. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's hot. It's hot every day. You know, it's hot every day. I got the little fan over here, but with the fan on, it distracts, makes noises in the mic. I've got another mic coming. We're going to try, see what it's about, see if it'll work. I get something right quick. So boy here dropped this box off, I guess about a week ago, and I'm not in console building business. I just do it for the heck of it, but apparently he liked my work and wants a radio put in it, which has already got a hole cut here. We're going to work with that hole. And this thing probably weighs like it is 20 pounds maybe. It's got a rack inside of it. That's the length of the console. Could be hole to hide stuff. And there's a screwdriver right here. Just pop this open and take a look. Holy cow. Well, it's got all the room in the world to do what you want to with them. This one, I think it come out of a Chevy. I think it might be a Tahoe one, maybe. You guys that own Tahoes, you'd know. I'm thinking that's what it is. I'm not sure to be exact. But you know, I could shorten this whole form if you wanted to, and still be able to put electronics in it and make it work. But that rack, the railing in it is what makes it so heavy. Good console. Got a look at me hole here. Here it's got a it's got like two serial lighters. One would be a probably a Charger full-time hot. Want to be key on hot. That's the way my Suburban's rigged. But you know, he can take this hole right here. Here's a money bag right here. Shoot, easily 30, 60. Let's just put 80, 100. And you know, he probably got room to go 200. Shoot, probably 300,000. He want to put it in there, hide it, whatever. You know, put more in the bag. We head out to an auction, pick up a couple more trucks, flip them, and sometime cash on hands make a difference. Carry it with me tomorrow. I gotta stop by and look at the truck tomorrow after work and make a deal with somebody. But anyway, I gotta figure out what all he wants to do with this one. So whatever deal. But anyway, we're going to assemble mine. Try to get the radio put in it. Get it all wired. Get it. I want this thing done since the end of the month now. We're supposed to have the interior done by the end of the month. Of course, the headliner still September 7th, what they're saying. Kind of throwed it back a little bit. We got our gauges to hook up. Our carpet's installed still. Mount the console, wire it to the truck. And I'll have a 4-day weekend next weekend, so should get a little bit done, you know. Should. But let's get on with this episode here and get this console done up. See how it turns out and go from there. See y'all afterwards. This was a hot week. Right here I'm trying to get everything together, the brackets, the screw on the side of the radio and what all, and get everything lined out where I can get it mounted into that faceplate that goes on the console. That's a little AC unit around my neck. It helps some, you know, kept cool. Gotta have something. Just double checking everything here. You better double check and check again, because you know, once you mount something or stick something to something, it's there. And here, I think I flipped that thing around 3 or 4 times before I finally got it where I wanted it. You know, because the way it was cut. But it went together all right. All the wiring did okay. Here I was trying to screw the radio down to the front panel. Try to make everything look decent before I mounted it. So it's screwed to it here, and it'd be tough to take it back out, but it's just a combination. I snap the front piece, pull it all out, take all your screws off. Here we're gonna start wiring the amp. I had to put 2 remote fuses on it. Because there's no way if those blew a fuse, you're going to get to it unless I remote them. So I moved them out there about 2 inches. Here I'm just pulling wires, wiring it up. Not much was said. But we are trying to get it wired up. There's lugs across there, and they're metric, and I think it's a 2.5. I tried standard, it didn't seem to want to work too well. Metric fitted just right, and trying to make sure they're all tight. Then I put after I torqued them down where they need to be at, I put a green zip tie on them, so I knew that in there was done. You know, I had to go back to it and check it. I knew it was right, done the way I wanted it. And kind of about the way that went. But, you know, make sure you get the right wire in the right spot. All of them are marked. A is your front, B is your back. So B actually goes to the, I think the more of the bass side of it on the channels. We'll find out, won't we? Not we'll be taking it back apart and swapping them around. I think B is it is. I see remote kind of the bass booster. They got you 9 miles of wire there. I think I needed a little short distance of it. So you can see the green zip ties run them, because I know they're torqued. They're done. I don't have to go back to them to double check them. And those lugs are 45 degrees, so you ain't putting them in there after you mount it. And then I still got 1/2-inch spacers underneath it, so the wires won't be straight down to the plate that it's mounted on. Those remotes. That was close. Well, I didn't account for that metal plate there. So I just slide it forward about 1/4 inch more to make sure that right there would work. And that taped up spots on those wires, that's the video cord. I left it in there, just rolled it back, taped it up against the harness. I could have cut it out or pulled it out. But here we are with the wiring harnesses out front. I think time I was done with this, I had more wiring harnesses come out the front of this thing than the whole truck got. You know? There's a lot to it, but here we're screwing it down, not taking it back apart. This is a done deal here. Screw it down, be done. This thing had a ton of screws. Holy cow. Everywhere on it. But, you know, the top, the sides, actually inside of it, when you start screwing everything down, that's where all your screws, and you get better remember which one went where. Because, I mean, there's threaded ones, some that'll like self-tap and Some that are just like a wood screw. There's one of the lights there. That light hole there, that's where a push plug will go. I got some of them. And then we'll finish that wrap. Make sure it's down good. But got the AC vents back in it where I can close it off, and the amp can get cooled down. There's the chargers units. Those plugs came with it, so I just used them. There's your chargers in the back. And they're up there where they're really easy access. We'll look at that and we'll get it mounted in the truck so you can see them. And they're fused. They're fused about 6 to 8 inches away from it. I thought about going straight on it and just fusing it up in the truck, but it's fused there. I have to fuse up the truck too, because you got wires coming across and down. So definitely need to fuse it from wherever you get power at.
All right, I got all back
Let's
together.
listen in.
This thing has got, I mean, screws. There's some self-tapping, some are threaded. Did get the Pioneer amp mounted. That's your bass boost. But anyway, let's carry on. Of course, we got the lights up front, both sides done, and all the wiring harnesses are going out the front. Let's see if I can go over here and look at them. Right down here. We got 2 so far. Runs out the back. I've got to build one more for the light in here. So let's carry on.
Sounds kind of like a repeat. Sorry about that. Just kind of one of those things, I guess, as you're doing this stuff. But anyway, here in just a minute, we're going to try to power this thing up. We got showing the chargers again. And I do this also as well to kind of double check, look at the stuff as I go. Everything's coming together fine. Everything's lining back up like it's supposed to. Looks like a mess, don't it? Everything's pretty organized. It will be when we pull all the wires out, put them in their brackets where they're supposed to be. But everything is wired there. Antenna. I think I don't know if I put the mic in it yet or not. May have. Can't really tell. I think it is. And then I do have the backup camera, so we'll put that on there when we get there. There they are, zip tied and ready for the truck. When we get to the truck, then we'll, like I say, we'll support all our wires. They won't move it around. It'll be more stationary. We got it lit up here, testing, make sure all our lights are working. Hey, pretty bright little lights. I think they're gonna work out all right. We'll find out. I think it's pretty neat. Put a light in the box there so you can see down in it at night. You know, there's one underneath it so you can find your fuses. And this will come on with the cargo light. So you turn your light on inside the cab, these lights will come on. There's that USB port for the phone. I put a grommet right there. I've got some in here. I'll dig through them and put the right size one in there. That's just a light reflection from the box back there. I got another picture here without it. Kind of where you can see where. There you go. Still there a little bit, but try to hide it. I think I finally shut the lid when I took it. Here we go with more explaining.
This is the front of it. Everything is ready to go in the cab. We got the microphone to the antenna. Everything's here, ready to go in the truck. Right now we got it on in testing stage. Make sure everything works. I'll put a grommet there. That's going to be retractable, so you can pull it out, push it back in. That's for the video for your phone going to the radio. So what we like is work on the back a little bit. Get the back done, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Get this thing back in the truck. I don't have these. I need to hook up these, make sure they're working properly. Anyway, we're finna head back in the truck. This thing be done up with it. All right, let's go to the next thing. There it's up in the upper dash. That's what you heard fall a while ago when I started videoing some of the progress on it. I shut that lid and it fell. This is stuff that goes in the back. Of course, the cup holder will be exempt. It will not go in. I get this thing painted up, the holes drilled. That's the old radio controls that was in it for the back passengers. So they can hook up their earphones and listen to their own radio. It's building me a template for my cover here. And that pretty much covers this thing. That's the thermostat that's going to go in that hole, and the fans. The fan will go on top of the ductwork inside there by the amp. So when it gets to a certain temperature, you can set it whatever you want to set it. And when it gets that hot underneath the amp or whatever, it'll kick the fan on, pull some cold air in there. But that's all of it, and we gonna continue on and try to get it finished up.
Well, that was a job. Tell you what, you know, those who have followed this does, we start over right here. That concludes 10, you know, we got 10 done. Now, work on that back. And there's something that I seen I didn't like. And as I was assembling it back, going back like it came apart, this gap right here.
Hey, so you want to start getting the grill ready? Because it won't take these steaks long. They're not real thick, so it's like.
Okay.
I got the potatoes already in the microwave. Or do you want to wait a few more minutes before we eat?
No, I get the grill out. We was talking about that gap. I got the grill going, by the way. So I went out to the Suburban, and I got a 05 here in the yard. It's got the same gap, and I looked inside, and I don't know if you could take a drill tool and lower it. I forgot how far the plate went to the bottom of it. You know, if there's room, I might can lower it. You know, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to check into that because I personally I don't like the gap, but that's where the 05s are. If you got an 05 out there, go check on it. Let me know in the comments if yours has got a gap or not. I get this back done this week. We're going in the truck. I think I can. And like I said, I'm going to put a grommet up here. This is going to be retractable for your phone. Push it back in. Real easy. And I got to build that that bracket holds the radio down to the bottom here. Which I think I got the material to do that with. I'll look and see. Other than that, shoot, we're ready to power this thing up. Everything's wired. I just shoved them in there right now. These right here in the back, because this goes out to your speakers. Just two of them. You got an amplifier and just your right and left rear speaker here goes out. It'll come out through that that piece that goes back here that we looked at. I think I showed a picture of it. If not, I'll have it next week. Let me see. It may be dry enough. I can show you now. When it goes in there, maybe. I don't know. Not really. there's an insert here. Oh boy, I like messed up, didn't I? There's an insert right here that goes in there. And I do have a GM charger for it. That'll go in that hole. Then I'll bring out these wires, will come out either side here or on the bottom there. Okay. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you're your first time watching this channel, go back and look at episode 1, 2. Look where we come from on this thing. And I mean, it just takes time. I've got a little time in this one. Probably if I was on it every day, 8-hour days, I probably got 2 weeks in it. So 80 hours maybe, close to 100. I think that's what I figured anyway. 100 hours in it. And it's going to be alright. The rest of the truck, I'll have the burgundy in it. Black and blue. So it'll be ready to go. Thanks for watching, and we'll get episode 11 up next week, I hope. Hope I can. It's pretty tough, the heat, battling it. But anyway, here we are. Here we go. Y'all have a good week. Stay cool if you're in the heat. And, man, y'all stay safe down. Anybody down in them storm coming in. Get out while you can. I know some of y'all want to ride it out. But Ida might come on in pretty hard down there. It's probably hitting as before this video come out, I'm sure. But anyway, y'all be safe down there. I want y'all to be able to watch these videos when they come out. See y'all in a week.
This is showing the gap I got in this one. And then we're going to see the gap in the Suburban. Got the same gap. Don't know.